Welcome back, everyone, to the concluding episode, I'm sure of it this time, of Strategic Command World War I, playing as the Central Powers. So we did the Schlieffen plan. We played historically, at least for the first little bit, or we played as the Germans historically planned to enact their strategy. Obviously, things have gone significantly better for us than than historical. I was just kind of looking around, trying to see what to do. Maybe we should take a little bit of care about our Navy. Mainly, I just want to get the submarines out so that they're a little closer to... I mean, like this one with a supply of 8 is okay. I think we'll leave this one, like... This one has... The supply 0 ones are the ones I want to withdraw. So let's get this one out of there. And supply of 6 on this one. Probably means it's a good candidate to test and see if there's anybody invading. No, but there's not, so we'll send this one back home. And an 8. Yeah, that one's already moved. This is our battleship, which we never end up using, but that's okay. Just basically wanted to end the last turn so quickly that never actually did any of the moving of the Navy. I think it's still kind of a good idea to just camp out here waiting for some Royal Navy ship to wander into one of my submarines. The battleship, I think we could position it in a way to react to anything, but I think we're just going to move it. We'll move it over. It has supply of tents. You know, we can kind of leave it in striking distance. We don't have to do much with it. I think we've pretty much broken the blockade forever. And we did see, actually, that there was a remark about them blockading or, attacking Norway, the Norwegian shipping. So I'm going to move a submarine up here, maybe one up here, and we'll go try to track down where along the line the Royal Navy has gone. It's not a high priority. I mean, none of this is a high priority. I was even thinking, how do we kill this ship? Okay, well, that was not extremely productive. Actually, you have enough movement to get here, so let's send you there. That went through the enemy ship, which was not good, but there we go. And you have enough. Sorry, no. Wait, I thought control was waypoints? Yeah, it is. Maybe it's only... Wait, is this true? No, it works. I must not have been pressing it. Maybe I pressed something else. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Put this one into this port. I don't want to use that if I can at all help it. That should do it. Okay, into port. So next turn we'll be able to repair all those. And that means this turn I can repair my battlecruiser. That's what I was trying to avoid, is using the battlecruiser. Get our dreadnought repaired. I mean, points is just... just doesn't matter to us anymore. What is your mode right now? I probably do have to enable right click. Just so we can use right click menu. Huh. No, I don't know what this X means. Do you not have enough supply, or what's your deal? You can disband, rename. And why is disband? You can operate, but it says disband. Is this bugged or something? Yeah, I prefer not to do the right-click menu, so typically what I do is I hit escape. Just the one thing I would change. One thing I would ask the developers to change is just make it so so hitting escape, like, deselects whatever you're selecting, closes whatever menu you have open. Don't have it minimize the game, close the game. That's just no longer what anybody uses escape to do. So I think we'll send this submarine over here to stock up on the port. I kind of want him to head over here first to just make sure that there's nothing in that port, which there isn't. And then we'll just resupply there. I know this is completely unimportant, by the way. Like what? Oh, he can't move because it's raining. I think. I mean, that's my new guess, and it seems like a good one. Oh. So unfortunately, you've stolen a valuable port from us. This destroyer, does it really need to be there? We'll move it here, and we will just take it. We'll just. I mean, this battleship needs to head home. So does that dreadnought, though. Which one's worse? Supply 7. Yeah, so we'll get this one out of the way first. And we'll get the dreadnought to repair next turn. Actually, they're all going to be stuck there first. So he really should... Oh, he'll take the spot of this submarine. Okay. That's fair enough. Have this guy move... If I move here... Can I attack this port? We can. I don't know what it did. Apparently nothing, or supposedly nothing. This guy is still in raiding mode. He's at supply of 9. That's not bad, so we'll send him to actually do some raiding. Oh, enemy contact. Oh, it would have been great if we had actually sunk that. I might send my dreadnought over there, so like sometimes it is nice to have your dreadnoughts discover things. Because... yeah, they can kill them. We did put some. I forgot about that, but yeah, we did put. Let's put you back on raid mode. Damn it. Yeah, I'll just stay here, I guess. We did put raid mode. What was I saying? I forget. We have that. There. This guy's somewhat wounded anyway, but I don't think our submarines are going to be able to do much against it. This guy only has a supply of 6, though, so honestly... move him one closer to home. I don't know if that'll end up making any difference. Light cruiser, I feel like if we want, we can assemble another task force with this battleship. So we'll just leave those two. That'll be a very, very small task force, but it's something. As long as they don't encounter dreadnoughts, they probably are okay. I mean, this is the last turn, but hey, I just want to take it seriously, though. Let's just be a little bit more serious about my... Look at their submarines crawling all over the place. Would not want to be... Well, I don't think you'd want to be the Entente for a lot of reasons right now, but add the lack of naval superiority to those reasons. Alright, let's just do 1 to 4. I mean, just... there's no way we're not going to do that. This is a bit of a tricky situation, so if I choose to move, if I swap, we have less points. I don't even know if we'll be able to get in there. So the worst case scenario, what do we have here? Grenoble, so this will be a 10 next turn, which means it'll be 1 better. Alright, we'll move him here. We'll move this guy back. This guy can leapfrog and take it. Take it. Yes! Alright, turn, that is huge. That's a supply of 4, so I don't know why we didn't use our... Alright, this guy moves back forward. This guy moves all the way forward. Yeah. Now, with a supply of 6 here, we want this one to move... Yikes, how would you... Oh, Aosta, we could conquer. I mean, we can't do it with Air Force, but I don't know. Honestly, why not? There's nobody defending it. But yeah, I mean, we're actually... This is kind of incredible. We can do recon. Oh, we can't. Okay, yeah, that's right. So anyways, we want the HQ here because 8, 7, 6, 6 is 6. You know, obviously, you always want to move yours into a place of 6. The only unfortunate thing is it looks like this is only going to be a 8. But it'll be an 8 right here, which means 7, 6, 5. I mean, honestly, Monaco will be just as nice, so we'll just slip this guy forward one at a time. Pretty sure Genoa has a unit, so what's going to end up happening is we will encounter somebody. Do we care? I guess not. Oh! Okay, it did not actually trigger an attack. That's fantastic. I'm just completely unsure why that would be the case. So we can do the attack. Definitely want to move this guy forward. This guy as far forward as possible. I think we'll just shift these guys down by one. They'll have to move forward next turn, but we just need this guy here. This has to happen. And basically this positions us so that next turn this is a 5, and I can start making my way for it. We might even have to string people along. Let's put this guy down here. I don't know which one of these matters. If anybody can be upgraded or healed, we'll just do that. That'll be priority number 1. And then all of these guys are either going to be moved forward or operated, and probably some of them are going to be operated. We just don't have enough frontage for all these units. And look at this guy in Toul. He probably should have been operated last turn. Oh, whoops. By the way, we do have a bunch of new units, and you know what? Why not start defending our coast? Seems like a very unlikely likelihood, an unlikelihood that we are attacked, but the Americans will eventually join the war. At least supposedly they will. Put one here. You know what? Apparently we've already been planning for just such a thing for a while. I'm going to force march them because there's no reason not to. I'm not worried about anything here. Boulogne was probably the earliest they could attack, but I'm a little bit more worried about places closer like Cherbourg. Probably maybe Le Havre, St. Malo, and Brest. These are all good targets. Bordeaux needs one. So let's send this guy off. I think this way is fine. And then he can get over to the western side of France. Oops, not purchase, although I think we're going to be in great shape to purchase as well, but we'll do one. This one wants to go to Bordeaux, so we'll put him here. And I don't know what to do with the mountain troops, but by the way, okay, not purchase, but okay, it's only the Germans that have forces to deploy. Okay, good. Now on the Italian front, we still have, well, I guess the Eastern Italian front, soon to be known as the East. This is like going to be the Eastern Front and the Western Front, since France has collapsed and Russia's, the Bolsheviks are in charge. So I don't know what, what's going on over there, but we'll take our 03, and I think we'll take an 01. And then we can heal that guy? Yeah, this makes sense to me. Do I want to even go in there? I don't think so. I don't see any reason. Probably swap these guys then. What would my supply be there? A 5. Not fantastic. And we have a lot of work to do down here. A 2-7, because this is a detachment, but we do have a corps next to us at a 2-4. I think I'd rather take Verona, the city. Ouch, that was painful. I'm going to bank, really bank on taking the city here. Okay, looks like it was a good call. I was very aggressive about that, but I think it was the right call. Well, having seen the results, I can say that it was. We have a lot of troops who are ready to move forward. 2, 3. Really what I want to do is, I don't think we need necessarily to move off into extremely low supply areas, like 5. That's a little bit low. we're managing right now with a 6, which is quite good. And this HQ can actually move 1 further south. I know that that will make this one a 5 instead of a 6, but that's fine. He's not in a combat position. He's just a holding position. And I'm sure that he would be extremely hard to... He's entrenchment of 4 in the mountains. You know, just very difficult to get rid of that guy as it is. So we can keep moving this HQ as far forward as we'd like. And since he only has the ability to move... Oh, because of zone of control. Right. So if we were able to defeat this unit, he could move further forward. But we're going to move him here. Which means this unit will probably go there. Now, that means it actually is okay. It'll be a 3. Drop a 3. So a 10 to 3. It'll be a 7 here. So we can actually move in there if we want. And I think we will. So can you move? No, yeah, you can't. It's more important to get people in front. I think this is okay. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to just heal this unit. And I'm going to put this guy in Brunnick for now. He'll be a turn away from being deployed. But I think we're looking very scary. Very intimidating forces emerging from Trento. Yeah, I don't see an advantage of moving into here. This would be a 9. Oh, this is plains, so all the more reason not to. Well, what we can do is just at least upgrade. Do the upgrades, all the upgrades. Is everyone upgraded at this point? Yeah, looks like it. 1 to 1. What is my supply going to be like over here? It's going to be terrible. This guy's got us a 3 supply. This poor fool. Luckily, I don't think it drops supply or your morale too quickly to kind of... I think that's kind of abstracting the ability to take supplies with you for a little bit, but like our time in here, this is a supply of 8, so we need to move 2 closer to these guys, and we will. So it's a supply of 8. I'm guessing that's because this is an 8, 7. 8. I don't know how it's an 8. I don't understand it, but it doesn't matter to me. 10, 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. You know what? I'm going to be a little conservative here. I mean, it said 8. Supply of 8 in there. No, I mean, I'm not going to be conservative. If it says 8 in there, 7 is 7, 6. It has to be a 6 here. So we'll do that. I kind of want to know what Athens is, but I know that there is a unit there. So yeah, I mean, I guess essentially I don't need to know what's there. We'll attack their flank, which should lower their entrenchment. Gives us a 1 to 2, which goes as a 1 to 1. Can you get there? No, because of zone of control. I guess we'll just have this unit stay in Larissa. Yeah, we can actually take Kavala now, and this unit can move towards the front. Just going to put this unit back in Gallipoli, and then they'll heal next turn. So we're still nicely defending this area, it turns out. Romania, what's your chance of joining? Like, none. We could declare war, but, I mean, if you know that Greece is going to come in stupidly like this, you might even consider declaring war. It's kind of silly, obviously. Okay, well, anyways, we've done those 2 things. So, yeah, really no point in doing anything here. This unit can now be upgraded, but doesn't have the supply to do it yet. 2 out of 4. I wonder if we should swap them. What? Oh my gosh. they have some real entrenchments going on. I thought our entrenchments were big. They have like full fortification stuff going on. We don't just have dugouts anymore. That's a lot of barbed wire. So that must be the highest level of trench research. I don't know, but I'm guessing. I mean, what level are we at? Well, not very high with these 1600. Oh, so we did finish something. What was it? Infantry warfare? Yeah. We got one last thing of infantry warfare to go. We have one last thing of command and control. Armored warfare we can't take up anymore, even though there's 4. We can only go 3. That'll be finished pretty quickly. Same with advanced subs. We're 3 out of 3 for that. 2 left in industrial technology. That's exactly right. Could do production technology. I don't think it's that important. I don't know about spying and intelligence. 2 left. Yeah, that's fine. So none of these are interesting. Tank development. Soft, hard, and tank attack, and defense values for tank units. Or we could research... I don't think airship. So this is recon. Let's do this. Maybe put... Oh, we can only put 80 points in. What about maybe naval weaponry? Cruise naval attack, naval defense, carrier attack, resource attack values. Wow. So we will really win the naval war. But this is an upgrade. Let's, forget that. Let's just put 100 points into trench warfare. No, how about naval warfare? This is simple. We have 1 already. And this also allows more mines? Yeah. That's potentially worthwhile. Logistics, I mean, we're already operating everyone all over the map. Let's not worry about that. We can only do 45 points, which means we're restricted to airship development. That's not important to me. Is there any other research we'd want to do as the Austro-Hungarians? Honestly, they've kind of gotten up there. I guess we could put 1 more tick into the command and control, but they've gotten up to level 2 now, so that's good news. It's always worth it to be doing industrial technology, which I guess they could do, because that also translates to increase in value for the Ottomans. So we'll do that, and they have still plenty of research points available, but 382. I don't honestly know if there's anything else which is worth it for the Austro-Hungarians. Maybe mobility, but it's not going to come. It's going to get there too late. We'll do it anyway. And I guess I just completely neglected the Ottomans because because I guess it doesn't matter. This is the last turn. We'll put in another thing of trench warfare. So we can catch up to the Russians. Spying and intelligence, that's fine. Industrial technology, technically very helpful. 377. I don't know. It's a big waste of time even looking at all this, but boy, it's got me. They got me. Yeah, I think I'll just leave the points on the table here. Okay, and I have decided spontaneously swap these 2. Entrenchment's still at 2, and now hopefully this guy still can't do it, huh? Well, I think next turn he'll be able to do it. Just swap him again, I guess. Swap, swap, swap. And nobody else can be upgraded, but they're all just getting really dug in, so it's not a big deal. This guy's slow journey across the desert continues. You can do a 1-4 here. I think that's worth doing. End up being a 1-5, I think. Supply-wise, this will be a 5. I'm okay doing that, because it will give me an opportunity to move in and push that guy off. Okay, so we're going to move in here. And then I want to shift everyone back 1, which thankfully I can do. And do I even want to send my detachment into this area? What's supply going to look like? So now these guys are all nicely supplied, and we have 3 people. Next turn it'll be 4 people around this unit.
So, sorry if I wasn't speaking quite in the microphone, but yeah, 5, so 3, yikes. A 3 is still, I don't think that's death. I want the control of it. Yeah, we'll get him back next turn. Sure, he's a 3. He's only going to have... let's see, what is this? Desert +1, +0. So it should be fine, even if he has 3. It's 2 for this, and then only 1 to get in there, so he'll have 3 action points, and he should have enough to get back to Akaba. But we don't even need him there. We can move him anywhere, really. I mean, I think that's the only place he can go, but we will want to move him back so that he's, closer to the supply again. I just dislike it's not going to give that to me. That's fine, we'll live with it. And everything else over here is okay. Destroyer nothing's happening to it, but you know what, why not repair this? I don't think we're ready to sally forth from the Black Sea quite yet, but we do know that the only thing here... Okay, I have no idea where their submarine is. Alright, well, we'll just leave the battleship there as a precaution. Do I want to send this guy into the fray? It's like there's not even frontage, but we only have 2 cores going forward, so in fact, yes, I do. Charge. Okay, let's get to the fun stuff. The Eastern Front. This is really where it's all happening. This reminds me so much of Decisive Campaigns Barbarossa. So all of our units here all of our units near Riga have succeeded in their mission. Honestly, the sad thing is that it's going to be hard to move forward. I guess we'll shell this guy 4 times to make sure that Kovno falls this turn. Yeah, I think we ought to. 58%, down to 52. And 4 out of 5. 47, 3 out of 5. 42, 2 out of 5. 1 more shell. 38, 1 out of 5. That's just so devastating. Oh my gosh. It's brutal. God, it gives me enemy contact. Oh, okay, so it didn't actually force us to engage, though. Yeah, so this is kind of precarious. I don't really understand what I'm going to be doing here. I need another HQ, essentially, to keep pushing on all fronts. I think we actually have such an HQ available. Yeah, Von Kluck with his rating of 8. It's quite wasted over here, doing nothing. So we'll just operate him out to the front. Wait. I haven't done this yet. Transport. Amphibious transport. 36. 28. Why would I ever do transport? I'm assuming I can... Oh god, no. Undo. Oh god. Oh, it's horrible. Okay, so this is at least what I now know at least what transport does. So you can get... I don't know how far you can get. Well, I'm just going to drop him right back off. Wish I hadn't have done that, but hey, we're just kind of experimenting since none of this is going to have an impact on the game anyway. We don't have any other HQs to spare, not at the moment, but you know what? It does remind me that why not just get another HQ? Don't I have another HQ already underway? Just buy another one. Okay, where do I put my mountain troops? You would kind of naturally suggest in the mountains. There's no place left in Italy. I can't, just can't fit anybody else there. There's a little bit of a vacancy around this artillery. I think I'll put him here. He'll need to be upgraded, it turns out. So. Oh yeah. Well, is this? Oh my gosh. So how much artillery do we have? We have 4. I think we'll waste just 1. It does look like a waste, but 32 down to 29, 5 out of 6. This is still an 07. I just don't want this guy to take a hit. Okay, he didn't. Now I'm sure this is the end. Okay. We'll have him move in. And now supply will propagate forward nicely. Okay, kind of. This is a 5 already. We don't. Okay, there is somebody in Baranovici. It's hard to read with the rain. Because the zone of control does not propagate. 3 action points. Huh. It didn't propagate. But we just took it. And I don't know why it dropped from 8 to 2. Is it random? It does seem random. What was my supply going to be? 4. It's a 4 if I'm here. Why is that? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay. So it's pretty crazy. I mean, Minsk is... We're almost to Minsk. If this was Germany, man, if we are Germany. If this was World War II. They'd be singing my praises. No shells left. This artillery cannot move forward. I wonder why I can't move. Is this... Oh, yeah, I can move forward. Good. I do want it to move forward. Whole bunch of 11s here. Probably time to get them on the open road. You've already attacked this turn, so we might as well push you forward as well. Yeah, and what we're kind of doing is hopefully we're going to find another 10 point we can rest on. Like taking this Baranovici is good because next turn it'll be a 3, then a 4, then a 5. So, I mean, okay, it doesn't matter because, right, we're ending... I think we're... knowing that we're going to end this turn means that we probably should push pretty hard. So I'm going to do some attacks I wouldn't normally do. This guy's already attacked. Doesn't really help us just to kill that one unit, though. Yeah. I mean, we took Brest. That's something. We took Baranovici. These are all hopefully adding up to, the catastrophe that is the Russian morale. Yeah, we want this unit. I know that he's not going to be able to advance the line, but we will still move him here because it is better. Ooh, and we're getting snowfall now as well. It is November. This is just the perfect time to invade Russia. It's the perfect time. What better time than November? Okay, they have artillery guarding that. It's a disaster. Yeah, we'll put the pressure on there. Riga's a 5. This is a 6, so I assume... Yeah, your supply is 6, so you're going to have to stay here. This guy's, what, a 6? That's not bad. So we can go here and be a 5, but we don't want to do it too quickly. Kind of assume that this is... I mean, I kind of assume Milton's defended, but I think we'll go ahead and find out. Oh my good lord. Holy cow. I really don't want to use... I really want to heal this unit. Why can he only get up to 9? Alright, well, it's the last turn anyway. Just kill this guy. And nobody can make it. Well, let's move these guys up. We can't advance that one now. Okay, so move this guy, the one I'm less interested in moving up anyway, but I guess we can get this one to move up here. That's okay. 1, 2, that's fine. Alright, and then we can try to push forward towards Kiev. One baby step at a time. Oh, this is a juicy target. Kind of the same dilemma here. I don't think we'd want to move up this unit normally, but first of all, seeing an HQ in Kiev is enticing. And is there no unit here? I guess not. Just conquering them. They're just falling. Just continuously. Oh, we can actually get Odessa? Huh. It makes me question which way to turn. I think I'm actually going to go this way. With the cavalry, at least. And Uman is a 6, which means that I think what we need to do is just leave caution to the wind and just go for it with our HQ. So push as far forward as you can, as fast as you can. We'll do some healing. Again, it's not relevant or helpful even. Okay, we'll do this one as well because we're going to be out of supply after this. That's the reason why I want to do the healing, because we will be out of supply. So if we want to heal ever, we should do it now. Look at this guy. He's going to be able to cruise all the way in front. We'd probably use the cavalry, to take Kishinev. I'm just I have to believe Odessa, of all places, would at least have a detachment. Although, by the same token, if I was the Russians, I would leave. I would have abandoned every position along the Black Sea, just to prevent the onslaught of, push from forces. I mean, they're done for. If you were playing them, if you were suddenly thrust into their position right now, it'd be a really, really hopeless affair. But, I guess you got to try something, right? Okay, 9, 8, 7, 6. This is legit. So this would be a 4. Is this already a 4 or is this a 5? This is already a 4. The only way we can get to 5 is moving back here. Interesting. I think I'll do that. Again, well, Minsk might not be... This is a 2. 3. I should have 2 movement points. Oh, it's 2 movement points to move here, though. Okay. I know it doesn't matter, because it's possible I'll be able to play one more turn, though. The one more turn game. I don't think this is going to be very good supply. It's 4s all the way. I think we will push somebody here, just because they will be helpful against that. Ooh, we found their HQ as well. That's a potential target. Yeah. I'll just move this guy up. Can't do much in the rain. Same with this one. Move him up. Move this guy as far as forward as we can. Yeah, if you guys can get healed, might as well. It's a good time to do it. And we're still looking at... Okay. I no longer think this guy's being effective here, so we're going to move him up this way. Yeah, we only need 1 HQ to follow this line, so we need to shift him here. This guy should shift up this direction. Okay, we got a plan now. We got a plan. But right now he needs to stay here because he's actually supplying even the Baranovici unit. So we did that. I think we're okay here. And okay, it's been 40 minutes, so we didn't really move that quickly through this turn, but I think we're done. I don't know if we need to do anything really all that exciting. Could probably go and kill this guy. Okay. You know what, I'm fine taking this. I was going to say, I'm fine taking this one on the chin if we end up triggering that mine. But we got back to port without having that problem, which is great. This guy can still move to cover the strait, which is also good. And this guy can start moving further down. He can interrupt both at the same time, which is always great. Good. So we got some really good stuff going on. 6, supply of 6, supply of 5. Probably need to get those guys back eventually, but not a big deal. And everything looks like it's fine. These guys need to operate. Where the heck do you even operate? I honestly do think we still need to operate over here. Let's get that guy all the way up there. Could use some 11s, honestly. Mostly just because they can go further and take more damage before we need to stop and heal them. Yeah. One more. I don't even know where you put him. Where, if you didn't move him, where would you put him? This guy can't go wide. Oh yeah, we don't have any money. So I noticed this only a little bit too late, but all that research spending and points production stuff I was just blowing money on like it was nothing. Well, guess what? We're down to 2 points. So, honestly, we moved 2 units in the most critical places that we needed to. This gap right here, and it's hardly worth thinking about. We all know that. I mean, it's as I've already said 1,000 times, foregone conclusion. This game's over. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and heal a armored cruiser. Okay, I think that's all we want to do for this turn then. And we'll end and we'll see what happens. So we did take a few more points of the Russians. I don't think it's enough to do any serious damage, but yeah, we moved to slightly better positions with our navy. Okay, we have 364 points. My goodness, with the Ottomans. I don't even know if that should go into research. I honestly do think it should go into... oh, okay. There's nothing really... Maybe an HQ? Let's just look at our research options first. The Ottomans. Yeah, they're kicking up command and control. They got 2 in infantry warfare. Looking good there. We already invested some more points into trench warfare. I mean, I guess it only makes sense that we can spend at least 100 on industrial technology, and we really ought to spend 1 more. That's going to mean we can't really do anything else. We have 164 points. So we don't have enough points available to spend on research to get the next tip there. Can look at production now. Detachment doesn't really interest me. None of these really interest me. Detachment or... I mean, recon bombers is the most likely. It seems like the most interesting thing. Oh, interesting. I forgot about down here. Yes, that's still not a good situation. We can repair this one by 11. Is this the Austro-Hungarians? Supply of 3, but it should get better, and we can just keep taking things as we move along with these partisans. So Bardia will eventually build back up, and I think we will just 1 tick at a time heal it. We'll probably have to leave them penned in these 2. So, but yeah, as I said, their supply will eventually tick back up, and this unit can just keep swallowing up points. So I guess the Italians will not be too terribly happy with us either. Although now, at this point, we're into Egypt, so this is actually taking the Egyptians, so that's the British that are losing points. And they've already lost a lot of units over here. I don't think that they can deploy directly there. That's something I'll only know after playing more as the Entente. Okay, so let's end this turn because, again, it shouldn't matter too much. Mostly I should just be probably just very quickly pushing the Eastern Front and then ending the turn. We're in a good situation as far as naval stuff goes. I think we more or less have that figured out, so okay. Let's end the turn. 150, that's fine. We'll do it. Defeat on the Adige. The loss of Verona lowers Italian morale. Ah, we forgot to zoom in. Italian morale drops due to the fall of Turin. Austria-Hungary celebrates the capture of Verona. Disaffected German soldiers spread Bolshevik ideas in Germany. Okay. I'm okay with that. Go ahead and drop the morale. German morale is boosted by the use of unrestricted naval warfare. So it does look like the Lenin thing I talked about last turn, which I haven't released that video yet, but the loss of Brest-Litovsk reduces Russian national morale. No surprise there. We have an opportunity to end the war in the east by signing a peace treaty with the Bolshevik government at Brest-Litovsk. The treaty will lead to the creation of a number of new states in the east. There will also be an economic benefit as we can demand that Russia pays 300 points as compensation to German investors who have lost their assets due to the war revolution. Would you like to sign a peace treaty with the Bolsheviks and remove Russia from the war? So this is the end of the game. This is it. Russia is in a state of chaos and will sooner pull our troops out, and the sooner we pull our troops out, the better, because otherwise they will grow more and more infected with Bolshevism. That's a pretty cool mechanic. We would then risk importing the revolution to our own countries. Signing a peace treaty with the Bolsheviks will reduce this threat, and our troops will return to their home countries ready for service elsewhere. If you say yes to this, then Russia will withdraw from the war, and Finland, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, and Ukraine will all become independent neutral states. If you say no, then Russia resistance will stiffen, and her national morale will increase by 6,000 points, and Russia will stay in the war until its national morale has fallen below 1%. So this is, like, honestly a very clear choice. I can see that this decision is probably not supposed to be made before. I mean, it's not intended that this decision is like coming into play after France has fallen. This decision really only makes sense, if France is still in the game. Because we could just turn it down and very easily win. But I'm going to say yes. And I think that should mean victory. Which means we get to actually end this on a positive note. Ottoman gained territory in the Caucasus. Very good. Wow. Significant territory. Transcaucasian Democratic Federative Republic formed. Jeez, what the hell's that? I did not know that was a thing. Ukraine declares independence. Bessarabia declares independence from Russia and votes to unite with Romania, territory which will be demanded back during World War II or prior to World War II, leading up to World War II. The Crimean People's Republic declares independence from Russia. Yikes, man, they're losing a lot. Estonia, Lithuania, Latvia first, and now Lithuania. Okay, Germany controls the administration of Polish Russia. Great. We already had that, though. What's going on? USA... Eritrean detachment deploys at Tobruk. Ah, okay, so it's a very good thing that we did that. Greek force mobilized to defend Sparta. The Spartans, the Milanese territorial militia mobilized. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the game should be over. Okay, we've collected ridiculous numbers of points. We're over 1,000 again for the second time this game. Now that we have taken Russia out of the war, it is important that we do not lose our strong position in the east. We are currently receiving grain imports from the Ukraine. and these imports are very useful in maintaining the German people's determination to continue the war until victory. If we do not maintain sufficient forces near Warsaw to discourage hostile attempts to overthrow the new Ukrainian government, then we risk losing these imports. This would be catastrophic, could be catastrophic, so ensure that 6 German units are kept at all times within 8 hexes of Warsaw. Okay. Easily done. Yeah, they are moving up on Tunisia. Yeah, okay. Okay, that was a light cruiser under attack. This one's just... maybe that's a current newly built light cruiser, or light carrier. Seaplane tender, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we already took Turin. Should be able to get that one, no problem. They, I think, reinforced the Greek unit by a point. But come on, man, where's the end game? Where's the surrender? Ooh, that was a 2-4. Tunis. I just have not cared about Tunis. I forgot that it's even mine. And British morale is affected by the Russian defeat. Oh, the preparedness movement calls for the USA to prepare for war. Ooh. They are trying to move Romania towards the Entente. It's not exactly the right time for Romania to join. There it is. Central Powers, major victory. Applause, applause, applause. So let's see what all was going on here. Moved their Air Force back there. They had some detachments. Okay. They did have a cruiser here. Yeah, we did end up wounding, it turns out, the Italian fleet significantly enough to force them to port, which is a victory in my eyes. They sent a single detachment from Tripoli up to Tunis. I didn't have anything to combat that. Nothing here. Okay, good thing we did not try an invasion. England would have been extremely well protected. Wonder where all these forces were, though, and why they weren't engaged in France. The Royal Navy was, wow, suffering extremely. They had a dreadnought with only 3 points, one with 4 points, a destroyer with 1 point. We really mopped up on the dreadnoughts. Yeah, they have one ship way the hell up here. I don't know what. It's a submarine. I don't know what it's doing up there. Yeah. British unit. What's this one doing? Oh, that's their ship. Okay. So what did Italy look like? Well, they have infantry technology level 2, so the US had 220 points, UK had 50, Italy had 45, Russia surrendered, so that's not a point. Really interesting, really interesting game. I really enjoyed this playthrough. Alright, let's take a look at... Well, Russia's not going to show us anything. Kind of unfortunate. I wish we could see a snapshot of Russia before it fell. Would have been pretty easy to get some 8 hexes of Warsaw. I don't know if that might not have been super easy. We probably could just declare war on Romania. Basically beat them to the punch so that we're the ones who do it, initiate it. Yeah, so this was extremely slow going, trying to get units over here. This looked like it would have been pretty difficult to do. 2 HQs. I don't know if that's necessary. What about... Yeah, so they did have forces. 1 corps, 2 corps. So they had 2 pretty decent corps, and then the Athens defense as well. It would have been a matter of time. I don't think it was... It was probably a foregone conclusion that eventually Greece would have fallen as well. Yeah, I'm really glad the game ended this turn because The Eastern Front was the only interesting thing, but Italy was interesting-ish, but it would have been a slog in this narrow, you would have had extreme trench warfare in this narrow neck. The full peninsula would have been tough. So, let's take a look at the reports. And I think the main one I'd like to see is the total forces lost. So it's still pretty remarkable to me that we lost 3 dreadnoughts total. This is less remarkable. 3 dreadnoughts total and 2 pre-dreadnoughts, 1 battlecruiser, a light cruiser, and 3 destroyers. So 3 dreadnoughts, 2 battleships, and 1 battlecruiser. We ended up sinking 6 dreadnoughts, 7 pre-dreadnoughts, 4 battlecruisers, 8 armored cruisers. The AI is not very good, so it just makes sense. We killed 2 artillery, 1 of the Russians, 2 French, 1 Russian, 2 HQs of the British, 3 from French, 2 from Serbia, 3 from Russia, detachments 6-3, 1-6-7. And then the cores is the huge one. 10, 42, 6, 7, 45. So that's well over 100. Let's see if I can get more precise math than well over. So that these combined is 55 plus 45 is 110. So 120 cores to 1. It was 120 to 1. It's pretty incredible. Super heavy artillery. That sounds kind of fun to have, but probably a little bit too early in the game. We couldn't even get tanks in time. It's only 1915. The war ended and we're home before Christmas. Oh, that's one of the most satisfying little moments right now. Just looking up and seeing December 4th and realizing that the war really was over by the second Christmas. That's amazing. So, an astonishing victory for the Central Powers. Although I don't think the result was very much in question beyond the opening. Once we had taken Paris, I think the game was already over. It'd be very, very, very difficult to turn the corner from there. I mean, the losses in terms of points is just something ridiculous. 22,000 points of losses for the Russians. 13,000. I don't know, it seems... Oh, that's because this is just strength replenishment. Got it. Anyway, I don't know what else I would want to look at here. If there's anything else, I'll probably just call this video to a close. And with it, the series. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And the great news, of course, is that we'll be pretty much immediately jumping right back into the game to play the play-by-email multiplayer series against Agrippa Maxenius. You can actually look for the very first video to come out on his end, and then it'll be a bouncing back and forth thing where he does a video, then I'll do a video a couple days later, then he'll do a video a couple days later, so on and so forth until that series comes to a close. But as this is the last video in the series, I always take serious any comments. If you have any recommendations for other games to play or anything to say you'd like me to know, I carefully read those comments. Usually I read all the comments, but for all the videos, but I always take it a little more seriously on the final video. And with that, I'll bring this video to a close. So thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me for the whole series. And until the next one, take care.